Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, this is the Gaming Saloon for May 16th, 2014. With your host, Peacemaker2448, Rapid Epsilon, and TommyGun2442.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Awkward silence.
Yep.
Folks, we are one show away from our essentially week-long coverage of E3.
Really?
And if we decide to be really stupid, our 9 consistent days of streaming / doing a show.
We should do that. That sounds fun.
Like,
We kind of came to the conclusion yesterday, no.
mm-hmm.
Why not?
Too many reasons.
Like,
Yeah.
put this together. You, along with the two of us, will be doing a Rampant Gaming, 2 TGSRs, a TGS, and then 4 days of special coverage of E3.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
And if we're really dumb, we'll be adding in a day where we play Halo 3 to make it 10 days.
Great.
10. Ay.
Great.
Not really, no.
A lot of work.
Yes.
Anyway, folks, we've got a bit of a grab bag of news this week. Expect a lot of upcoming leaks in about 2 weeks, since that will be essentially 2 weeks from E3.
Things didn't happen. Stream didn't tweet, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a tweet either.
I mean, we're possibly not live.
Care tweeting it because XSplit's. Oh, it disconnected the Twitter. Really?
Why did it disconnect the Twitter?
Damn it! I would love to know that myself.
Twitch has had issues recently.
Okay, it says Twitter Connect succeeded.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Twitch done goof.
I think it did, unless I linked it to my personal one on accident, but I shouldn't have.
No, I would have seen it on your personal account too, and I didn't.
No, on my personal account on Twitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I fucked up and did that, then that might be the problem. Better disconnect that Twitter on mine.
Yes, clock.
My internet decided, you know what? Some sites that you frequently get on, I'm going to crash. So that you can't get on them. So now, I'm trying to use a proxy for the sites.
Alright then.
Glock.
Hey, Tommy, afterward, can you give me that proxy that you gave me a while back? I've lost it.
Glock.
Yes?
To this I say, I think it's time to format your computer.
But...
Back your shit up and wipe it.
Fine.
Anyway, let's talk some gaming news this week. And first up, we're talking fish once again. In this case, it's fish that never made it through the production line.
Which is possibly a good thing.
Possibly.
There's enough fish in the ocean as it is.
Coming from the latest issue of Game Informer, which I have, and by proxy Destructoid, apparently Sledgehammer, the ones that are making Advanced Warfare at the moment, Their first Activision project was a third-person shooter that was set during the Vietnam War, with a focus on the secret war in Cambodia. Their talk with co-founder Glenn Schofield revealed that they spent up to 8 months on that game and had it to the point to where they had some cool mechanics. There were about 15 minutes of playable content before the game was canceled, and the team was reassigned to Modern Warfare 3. Parts of the canceled game took place in some underground tunnels. The interview revealed that the team was going for some Dead Space style moments. This sounds like it would have been a pretty interesting game, according to the article writer.
Well, then we know why it got canceled.
Honestly, I would have tried it.
It would have been different.
I mean, everything that they've done has been first person. Let's see them try to make a third person. With the Dead Space type feeling. Let's see if they can actually pull it off. I'll give them a chance. If they would pick it back up, I would give them a chance.
I doubt they're going to be picking it back up anytime soon.
You know why it was canceled? Too many reasons. One, Activision says, you're not doing anything out of the ordinary. And two, Activision is retarded.
I mean, it would have been something different. And to be honest, how many games do we have set in Vietnam?
Exactly.
Especially in Call of Duty. One. That was Black Ops. Kind of.
Yeah, loosely.
Yeah, wasn't like part of it in Vietnam?
It was.
Yeah, this would have been a whole game in Vietnam. Be something. So, yeah. An interesting game gets canceled in favor of Modern Warfare 3.
Pretty much.
You know what irks me just a little bit about this? They spent 8 months on the game and got 15 minutes of playable content made, and then it was canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Was their end result just that bad? Or was it like, you spent 8 months on this project? No.
I would
you
love
must make
to
games faster
see,
than that.
I would love to see the 15 minutes of content.
Yeah.
For two simple reasons. I'd like to see, one, if the 8 months was actually worth it. And two, if so, why Activision decided to just can it.
Yeah, that's 8 months of time dumped into this, and it's like, no, you gotta work on Modern Warfare 3 now. They had to churn that out in who knows how short of a amount of time, because he spent 8 months on a project that went nowhere!
Hey guys, scroll down until you reach, let's see, past the guy with the American flag, that video.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Just do it. That would be the intro to the game.
Okay then, moving on. And you know what I realized I forgot to do in the show notes?
What?
Mark which ones we're doing videos for.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know.
What?
I forgot to mark which ones we were doing videos for.
You did what?
Forgot to mark which ones we're watching the videos on.
Why would you do that?
Because I forgot to!
You know, Glock, if you were helping with it, we might not forget stuff. Just saying.
Anyway, anything else to say about the Call of Duty? fish that got threw out in the trash before we move on?
Nope, nothing to say about the stinky fish.
Alright then.
What?
Anything more to say about the fish that got threw out?
Honestly, I want to see the 15 minutes.
Alright then, moving on. The much anticipated remakes of Ruby and Sapphire have finally been announced, as Nintendo revealed Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
Ruby is Omega, Sapphire is Alpha. I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
Why?
Because that's the Roman alphabet.
Yeah, the beginning and the end.
Yes.
Omega is used most commonly as a derogatory name.
Why?
Because it is last, it is not first, which is Alpha.
Why?
Basically saying that you're last and you'll never... Never mind.
This is going nowhere quick.
It's not getting to y'all, apparently. Or at least not to peace.
That just sounds like a very dumb insult. A very, very dumb insult.
That has been used before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, like, I am Alpha, you are Omega.
So...
People fail to realize that exactly what you said was that you're the beginning and that someone else is the end. And quite frankly, I would rather be Omega. You know why?
Why?
The ending's always the best part.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a show!
Really?
Jesus!
We didn't know that.
Everybody has to interrupt me in the middle of my show.
You have to scream that you're in the middle of a show.
Yes, because apparently nobody else realizes that, except for y'all. And y'all are part of the show.
Anyway.
With that being said.
Yes. These two remakes got announced this past week. And on top of this, apparently they will be full remakes of the game. Even though I believe this trailer has the wording that has caused people to go, what else are they adding to the game? Oh no, it's just a sneak peek at the footage. The announcement trailer for this said that a brand new world, said along the lines of a brand new world, which is a bit counterproductive to say about a remake thing. But it wouldn't be...
Maybe they're saying it like the remake of it is making the world feel brand new.
I was about to say it could also be along the lines of Fire Red and Leaf Green, where they added in the Sevi Islands.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, just to point out, on the box art is what I personally speculate to be the Mega Evolutions of the two legendaries for Ruby and Sapphire, and we will probably get a Mega Evolution for Rayquaza as well. Anyway, shall we take a look at the little sneak peek footage?
Sure. Let's go.
Give me a second.
Of course.
Okay. See, when I say give me a second, Glock, I'm actually ready quick.
Can't help it, my computer is slow.
Taking a look at the sneak peek footage in 3, 2, 1, go.
A sneak peek.
Without audio, mind you.
You don't need audio because it's that epic.
Yes.
I hear audio.
I mean audio from the game.
Sound effect not in game. Really?
Yes.
Really, we couldn't tell that this was solely for the video.
More to come.
I would hope so. We had absolutely no in-game audio.
November 2014.
It's one of those, if there wasn't more to come, I'd be worried.
Yeah. Now, personally, I hope there's a lot more Mega Evolutions in here to add on to what got introduced in Black and White, because... Not Black and White. X and Y. Why did I say Black and White?
I don't know why you said Black and White. You were off a generation.
I was off by 2 pairs of games.
Oh, God. Yeah, that is right. God.
Because personally, I like the Mega Evolutions. It's a nice little fun thing to have with some of your older Pokemon that, well, you've got nothing else really to do to them.
But the Mega Evolutions aren't permanent.
No, they're not. But they're active in battle, which is kind of the whole point.
Wait, so once you get a Mega Evolution, it's permanent in battle, but not... I'm confused.
Obviously.
For certain Pokemon, they can do a Mega Evolution in the middle of battle. It's something you activate.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
All the Kanto starters have a Mega Evolution. Mewtwo has 2 Mega Evolutions. Charizard has 2 Mega Evolutions. Because they're special that way. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we get more of the more of the 2 different Mega Evolutions. Anyway, this should be interesting to see since that's the Pokemon we're getting this year. And we'll probably hear a lot more about it at E3. And by E3, I mean Nintendo's online press conference, because they're not doing a physical one.
Which possibly is smart.
Yes.
In light of certain things that you told me about before show, yeah, it might be really smart for them to sit out of this one too.
Read that again? Glock.
I know, he just completely overpowered me again.
Wait, I overpowered what?
I said, in light of some of the things you told me before stream, yeah, that might be a good idea.
Oh yeah, about the thing with the...
That we'll cover next show? Yeah.
Yes, okay. You see, his background noise overtook you right when you were saying the important thing you said. So.
I know. Every time.
But yeah, any other thoughts on the Alpha and Omega?
Is that better?
It was background noise, Glock. It wasn't you.
Yes, I know. Is it better? Is it gone?
It just randomly popped in, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't have nothing else. I'd like to see more.
Yeah.
But
this is definitely one that's going to be developing for the next...
but as we know, there is more to come.
Yeah. Everyone's just showing a little bit of their hand right now. We're going to see all the cards on the table in about 4 weeks. So, next up, a little bit of a follow-up to something we talked about before. We've got a release date for Hyrule Warriors in Japan.
I thought that was pronounced Hyrule.
No. Hyrule.
Hey, how do I get rid of,
I don't know how you get rid of
I'm trying to edit the forum post, and there's these weird things.
What weird things?
Beside my name, there's this thing, parenthesis, backslash, or not back, / color, parenthesis.
Glock, why are you editing the code?
I was trying to edit the post itself.
You click the code button.
Cancel.
Click the code button. So you can stop editing the code.
The little BB in brackets up there.
Yes.
Click that thing again.
Anyway.
Edit.
We got a release date for Hyrule Warriors, and it will be coming out this summer.
It did it again.
Hit the BB button.
Hit the button. What BB button?
Up in the toolbars up top of the post.
There is no BB.
Top right corner. Below the second text box. The first one should have the date.
The second one should be blank.
Date. Thursday, yesterday, 8:17 p.m.
Oh, not that far up the screen. The text box is when you're editing.
Yes.
Huh?
Yup.
Click the edit button.
Okay.
Do you see the BB button now?
No.
God damn it, Clock.
I don't see any BB button. All I see
The
is
letters?
5/16/2014. That's all I see, and there's nothing else.
Don't see anything else because the website is broken for hyperlinks when you're editing because they're all fucking white.
Huh?
Hold on.
I just want to put my quick draw in.
Where's the technical difficulties image?
I'm sorry. I found my quick draw.
Wrong button! Oh, God.
What did
I'm
you
glad I
click?
didn't have nothing up right there.
What did you click?
That was the button I was going for. Whoops.
What do I do? What do I do?
Hold on, Clock. Just
Okay.
hold. Damn it! Quit fucking moving shit. There. Okay, now, hold on. I clicking the wrong button.
I'm sorry for this, guys. I didn't mean to. I wanted to put the quick draw in, and I did it the way I normally do it.
As I said before, this is why we meet the day before the show and do this.
I'm sorry.
Ah, God.
Oh.
Now I'm having to log into my other account on the site just so I can fucking figure out what the hell you've done.
What? I didn't do anything.
Ah, God.
I didn't do anything.
You want me to walk him through it?
We have, but I wanted to see what he's looking at. That way I know stuff.
I hit edit.
All I gotta say.
I hit edit. And then above this, all I see is in the first bar, there's two bars for some reason. There's a bar that says 5/16/2014, and then the second bar is completely empty.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I see above the edit thing.
Do you not see a save, advanced editing, and cancel?
I see a save, advanced editing, and cancel.
Do you see a
Under
text
it.
box above there?
I see the text box, yes. But the text box is in code, I guess.
Roll down.
Okay.
Go to your name.
Okay.
Paste it in front of your name.
But there's a...
Just paste.
Damn it. Fucking
But
wrong
everything
browser.
else seems to be in a
paste.
URL thingy.
Just paste.
Just
Paste it.
paste. Just do that for now.
Yes.
And it'll work?
We'll make it work.
Okay.
Just paste it.
Okay. Oh my god, it broke!
Clock,
Oh,
son of a
God.
bitch. You are fucking... Oh my God, you've done it even.
What?
What?
Oh,
He's done it right.
I did.
The fuck is that?
What? It broke.
We've
There's
only
a
been
white
using this
screen.
site for going on not for going on, for a year and a half, and you've managed to fail to remember how to use it. Seriously.
I
It
think we're all good.
broke. What do I do? All there is a white screen with all the links.
I think we're good. Because it looks good for me.
It's
So
there.
I'm gonna roll with it.
It's fucking in
What do
there.
I do?
Don't touch anything. Go back. You're looking at the articles.
Okay.
Reopen the link I gave you.
Okay, I did.
Okay. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Whoops, wrong button. My bad. Okay.
Wait, we all good now?
I hope.
Uh-huh.
Alright,
Find the
Hyrule
article
Warriors.
again. Yeah, back to the article at hand. Okay.
Yes. Coming out in Japan for the Wii U this summer, according to a document released by Nintendo.
So, where have I heard this before?
We talked about it before.
Hyrule?
Yeah.
Hyrule.
It's Hyrule!
No, it's not. It's
No,
even
it's
pronounced
not.
as Hyrule in the games.
I am gonna pronounce it Hyrule.
You're the only person on the face of the earth that knows how to butcher that name. No, not butcher. Slaughter that name.
I'm gonna call it Hyrule because that's...
Because he don't know how it's actually pronounced.
I know how it's pronounced. I just want to
Obviously
call
not.
it Hyrule because that's what it looks like.
Well, I've never played a Legend of Zelda game, and I know how to pronounce it correctly.
I say again, it's even pronounced that way in the games.
Anyway. Nothing specific besides that. A couple notes about it. For those that need a refresher on what this game was, it's Dynasty Warriors meets Legend of Zelda. What, were you expecting something else? Oh, by the way, it's also being made by the Dynasty Warriors people.
Well, at least we'll know it would be pretty good then.
Yeah.
Because it always sucks when you get another group that tries to mimic someone else.
I love what it says under the name. Those droves of enemies had families.
I don't know what he's going on about, but alright.
Under the name, right under the name, those droves of enemies had families.
Alright then. Anyway. I'm lost. Quit track. The only downside I could see about this game is if it's only released in Japan, it's gonna be region locked. Because the Wii U is region locked. Just like the 3DS. Damn you, Nintendo.
Yeah. I think now, aren't they the only ones with the region lock console?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure about the Xbox One.
I thought it was unlocked.
I'm not entirely sure.
I could have sworn we did an article that said it did.
Probably did. And it probably is. I just don't remember offhand.
I don't have one, so I don't know, and I don't think anyone here has one, so none of us can
I know the
try.
PlayStation 4 is region free because PlayStation 3 is region free, and that's kind of been Sony's MO. So yeah. Any other thoughts on Hyrule Warriors?
No, not really.
Alrighty then, we'll move on, because I'm assuming Lock Silence is no. Speaking of region locked, we have a odd situation for Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Another one?
What do you mean another one?
One hasn't exactly gotten the best view so far.
Come again, you cut out halfway through what you were saying.
This game hasn't gotten the best views so far from everyone.
Alright. Anyway, due to stringent regulations under German law about the restricted sale of Nazi-related content and symbols, Bethesda is geo-locking the international version of Wolfenstein: The New Order. Eventually, the version the rest of the world is getting is not going to be the version people in Germany get.
They gotta change it for Germans.
Yes. New Order's copious usage of Nazi imagery has rendered it strictly forbidden under German law, with the sale, import, export, or distribution of the game punishable by a hefty fine or even 3 years in prison.
Jeez.
So what are they gonna switch it with? Is it gonna be like a brand new freaking game?
I'm getting there. This pretty much means that both physical and digital editions of the game won't be for sale there. PC and these digital versions will be geo-locked, so they can't be activated within Germany. Out of compliance with said regulations and respect for German fans in regards to the Nazi symbolism, an adapted version will be available for sale in Austria via select retailers. Though everything will still be intact beyond that of the Nazi content. I'm just gonna point out that Wolfenstein, the villains of the game are Nazis.
So essentially, they're rewriting the whole game.
Yes.
I think what they're doing is just taking out every single instance of Nazi symbolism.
So the entire game.
No, they're just taking out every instance of the swastika. And altering any German uniform. So it's not obviously a German uniform from World War II.
Oh, God.
I say again, Wolfenstein, the main villains are Nazis. This is a lot of work for one country.
Yeah.
I applaud them for them actually wanting to abide by these regulations and putting in the extra effort to do this.
Yeah, I'd say most other developers, they'd probably just be like, screw it, we just won't sell there.
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
What?
You remember when we first talked about Wolfenstein: The New Order?
Yeah.
You knew that video got flagged, right? Well, it got popped, the third-party content thing, where the audio was blocked in a certain country.
Yeah.
Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the irony.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, to also let you know, this game comes out the 20th. I'm sure they knew this in advance, but yeah.
Not that much in advance, I doubt.
Oh, Germany, oh, God.
Yeah, for all you viewers who are out in Japan and are going to pick up the game, leave a comment telling us how the game is and how much work has been done.
In Germany?
Yeah.
You said Japan?
Germany!
Oh, God. This is why I love doing the show. This is
I'll say again, any viewers in Germany that are picking up the game, leave us a comment telling us how much they actually changed, because I'm
gotta
kind
say
of curious
that in
now.
German. Some of them may not understand.
I'm not saying it in German.
I can bring up Google Translate so you can
No,
say go eat a
we're
dog.
moving on. No, we're moving on. No, we're moving on. Alright. Who's ready for a first look at a game?
I will be in a second.
I know.
I do believe I looked at this one before. In all
What does?
seriousness.
The first look at Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
I'm wanting to say it might have been when I was going to pull the article for the News Corner that I happened to see something about it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
But as a reminder, folks, this is Insomniac's new game that they're bringing out on multiple platforms. And I know there's a picture of the box art floating around the internet. Actually, it's down there below if you want to take a quick peek at that. Yes, that's the box art. That's part of the box art for the game. It's the most unique box art I've seen for a game in a while. Let's just say it's busy. Very, very, very busy. I guess we have to wait until the clock gets back to actually start up the video.
Apparently, but we can cue it up anyhow.
Yes. Honestly, I've not really heard that much about Sunset Overdrive since last year's E3.
I don't think there's been much out there.
Yeah, because Insomniac announced it at Microsoft's press conference. We got the teaser for it, and that was like it. I think they had a Game Informer article like somewhere in between then and now, but I don't think it's talked about that much. I don't remember. I'm not about to dig through my pile of Game Informer copies to find out.
God, that'd take a while.
I got a stack of books over here on my right. Which, the latest Game Informer was Advanced Warfare. Simply put, I was not interested in reading through it.
Obviously.
How about we talk about something completely different?
Okay, that sounds good.
Sakamoto has been attached to 2 new projects now.
Ooh.
On top of him working on the new Ultraman, he'll be working on 2 V Cinema movies. Guess for who these V Cinema movies are for?
Who?
The new Sharavan and Scheider that were in the Space Sheriff Gavon movie from a while back.
Ah.
I can't remember who it is, but it involves Burr's actor. Date. Involves Date's actor. He's one of the... I forgot which one he is, but he's one of the new versions of that these characters. So Sakamoto's attached to those 2 now. Essentially, he's doing everything except people really want him to be a part of.
That figures.
At the very least, what he's involved in will look good because he's a damn good director. As I'm sure you've had experience.
Yeah.
Okay! I apologize for that.
Alright, you got the video queued up and ready?
Let me cue it up. I'm sorry. I had to go deal with that. Y'all didn't hear that, did y'all?
Some of it. But not enough to tell what.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, take a look at Sunset Overdrive in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, why does it say...
Howdy, I'm an omnipotent voice from Insomniac Games. Today, I want to introduce you to our newest franchise, Sunset Overdrive. It's a mature third-person shooter set in a unique open world. It's high-action, fast-paced, and takes the concept of the boring copy-pasted shooter, flips it on its ugly head, and lets you do the impossible. In short, it kicks ass. Up till now, you've only seen a CG trailer, but today, you're gonna get to see the real game. Story time!
I love Insomniac's brain humor.
Visco, a good old greedy corporation, just released its hot new energy drink, Overcharged Delirium XT. Now there's a mutant outbreak. Keen minds will probably connect those 2 events. But lucky for you, getting around just got a whole lot easier. Traversing through Sunset City is all about one word: velocity. Jump on a car, grind on a power line, run along walls, all within a matter of seconds to get a tactical advantage against enemies. Plus, it's a hell of a lot more fun than cowering behind a crate. Who else are you gonna see around the city? Are there other people embracing this apocalypse like you? Yup. You're gonna see factions like Troop Bushido, which are a group of adventurers who now abide by ancient samurai culture. Or the Fargoths, live-action role-players whose fantasy all of a sudden becomes their reality. There are a lot more memorable characters as well. Alright, now let's talk about the more shootable inhabitants of Sunset City. There are a lot of enemies in Sunset Overdrive. Introducing the Herker, who actually throws smaller OD'd at the players.
He's the tank.
Or the Blower, whose arm is fused with a leaf blower.
A leaf
And
blower?
that's just a few of the enemies that are gonna kill you. But even when you die, you're gonna love it. Welcome to Next Gen Respawning.
Oh my god!
It's not gonna be an Insomniac game without an awesome array of weapons.
Oh,
Wait, is
God.
that-
There's Captain Ahab,
Insomniac, I love
OD
you.
in for an easy kill. And there's the Roman Candle Gun,
Roman candle
and
gun.
there's the TN Teddy, which straps little bitty teddy bears to full sticks of dynamite.
I saw a
From
gun
there,
that
your
showed
arsenal's just gonna keep
that looked like it was
getting
shooting bowling balls.
Quite simply, it's
Yeah.
madness.
I
It's
saw
the
that.
kind of madness that fits perfectly into the world of Sunset Overdrive. Wanna feel badass? Cue the amp system. Amps are special abilities that you can add to your character. Utilizing traversal in combat, your amps are gonna activate. And there's over 50 amps to choose from. Wanna have a chance to cause a nuclear explosion?
Well, isn't that a little referential to another series that they're connected to?
Or just summon a twister.
With
This
the
combination of traversal, shooting, and amps is the core of Sunset Overdrive. And that's something we really want to emphasize, because for us, this is what makes the game stand out. Yes! Stay down! This is only a tiny slice of the pie, but we're gonna wait till later to show you more. For
Whoa!
now, this is Sunset Overdrive. And in a lot of ways, it's the game that Insomniac has been building up to for 20 years. I mean, it takes all of our strengths and just combines them into one explosive, irreverent, stylish, and totally unique package. Thank y'all so much for your time, and remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or go to sunsetoverdrive.com for more information.
Okay,
From all of us at Insomniac
I'm
Games,
interested.
see you next time.
that looks awesome.
I'm interested.
as someone who's been a fan of Insomniac for years, yeah, it's an Insomniac game.
I love whoever was doing the narrating. I love it.
I do think I found the second game that possibly will sway me to getting an Xbox One.
This is multi-platform.
Yeah, but does it include current gen? Or all gen? 360 and PS3? Fuck it. I don't know what to call it.
Could be.
I don't think it's current gen. It's next
It's still
gen.
being developed. Well, 360 and PS3 is still being developed.
Hang on. Am I the only one that?
So I don't know whether to call that current gen or past
Oh wait,
gen.
no, it's not next. Oh wait, no, it's not multi-platform. It is only Xbox One. My bad.
Okay, well,
I thought it was multi-platform.
it showed
like,
the Xbox One box art, so I figured it was at least
It's-
Xbox One
What?
and PS4.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Tommy didn't play that game a while back. But am I the only one that when I saw that, I was thinking of Jet Set Radio in my head?
Yeah, a little bit. It's got a little
Okay.
bit of that in there.
I don't think I've
Okay.
ever played that one, so no.
Oh my god, it is so fun. I love Jet Set Radio. Love it.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. If that sword that did that electrical attack is not a reference to Infamous, I'm disappointed because that breaks the whole trend of Insomniac Games and Naughty Dog referencing each other. Wait, not Naughty Dog. Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's Sucker Punch. Yeah, the three. Yeah, just to let people know, they reference each other a lot. It's just something they do.
Is it like a game of tag for them or something? Like one game references this, so it's the next person's turn?
Well, it's mainly between Insomniac and Naughty Dog, because their offices were right next to each other back in the day.
So did it become like a game of tag for them, too?
A little bit. But yeah, they'd like to reference each other. It also doesn't help that the three of them created the trinity of platformer games from the PS2 era.
Yeah.
That still to this day are popular franchises.
Yeah.
Except Jak and Daxter hasn't anything new for quite some time. Unfortunately.
Whoa, that's gonna be the box art?
But yeah.
That is awesome.
But yeah, I must say that is now the second game that is exclusive for just Xbox One that has made me interested in getting one now.
What's the first one?
Not Halo?
Really, Glock.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you had to ask that question.
Sorry.
Everyone knows Halo 5 is going to be Xbox One only.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, that's obviously in there.
I was going to say not Halo, considering all things that have happened with that.
I'm willing to give them a chance. At this point, they're going to have to show me a reason to pre-order it, though. I wouldn't mind buying it, but it'd be after it's released. I'm not going to pre-order it as it stands.
There is one game that has got me wanting to buy an Xbox One, and it is one game only, although this is going to be my second game.
Okay.
And what was?
Forza Horizon 2 is in the making.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm sorry, I'm more excited for the crew. The crew looks far more fun.
I don't know. Well, yeah, the crew looks more fun, but Horizon was so realistic, and it's so possible to actually pull that off, although there are a lot of dangerous drivers.
The only thing that bugged me about Forza is their stupid some of their dumb gameplay mechanics that they have in there.
I've got to agree with you on that.
They do. It's just in Horizon. A lot of people didn't care for Horizon because it wasn't like real racing or anything like that. It was as if there was a racing convention, and I loved it because it made me want. It made me want a real racing convention. It made me want one of those.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Auto braking is the dumbest mechanic I've ever experienced in a racing game. The dumbest mechanic I've ever experienced.
That is not in Horizon, I don't think.
Not?
I don't think so.
I know it's in other Forza games.
It's in other Forza games. However, I don't think it is unless you turn your settings all the way down to easy, which I have never done.
That's what it's on, is on the easy mode.
Yeah, I never have turned it down to easy. I've always kept it on realistic. Because I love racing against, what feels like real racers.
Alright. Anything else to say about Sunset Overdrive before we move on?
No.
No.
Alright.
I am excited.
Alright, it is First Look Part 2, as we take a look at Left 4 Dead Survivors, the arcade game that's coming out in Japan.
Wait, what?
Yes, there's a Left 4 Dead arcade game coming out in Japan.
Figures.
What? But, what? But why can't they just... What? Valve, you're stupid!
So technically, we're getting Left 4 Dead, I think, 2.5, because I don't think this is a true new game.
It's not.
Let's see. Announcements full of zombies, broken English, and Japanese text. Yay! I love broken English.
Wait, who's... this?
It's still in first person with portable light guns to take care of the looming threat of the infected. Survive or die, the trailer warns, as well as run or shoot. Zombies and zombies and zombies. I can't wait to see how it actually plays. Ends up getting an awesome cabinet too. You can check out the additional details on the official Japanese website. We get listing test locations, which is exactly what happened to Persona 4 Arena 2. I'm going to call it Persona 4 Arena 2, just to be absolutely confusing.
Okay.
Unless you want me to call it Persona 3 Arena 2.
No.
Alright, should we take a look?
Yeah,
I guess we
Let's...
lag shall.
Alright. All queued up and ready?
Yep.
And I'm gonna watch my frame rate this time because for some reason I dropped frames somewhere.
Alright, starting up the Left 4 Dead Survivors debut gameplay trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Kaito.
ここまで来れば大丈夫だよね。
おう。でも警戒は怠るなよ。
What?
I'm assuming these are the voices for Survivors.
どうしてこんなことに。
Great.
どうした
Is it just me or did that, like, disappear after it came into the flashlight?
ビビってると思う
'cause
な
it's
よ。
Okay.
Wait a minute, that's not the Survivors!
That's not the same survivors.
That's what I just said. That's interesting.
Although I did recognize the bridge, I actually recognize a lot of these maps.
Yeah, because it's the same map from Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Why the heck are they hint? Never mind.
ゾンビはいないみたい。やっと落ち着けるわ。
Don't do it.
Okay, that's the dumbest move I've seen.
Yes.
Explain to me why 4 Japanese and you nice. These, oh god. People don't know how to play Left 4 Dead.
Train of thought lock. Back to where you were going.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to go there. I'm not gonna go there.
Alright then. From my ear, I thought for a second it was just Japanese voice actors doing the roles from the original Left 4 Dead Survivors, because I'm like, okay, there's Ellie. There's... Crap, what's his name? The old one. The old military vet.
Fuck, what is his name?
You shouldn't ask.
Bill.
Bill?
Yeah.
I think Frank, because Lewis is the black one. And I don't think they give him that voice. It sounded like those three. And then we get 2 different female voices. And there's 2 different male voices. And it looks like it's the same 4 survivors for all the maps. So, brand new characters for this. I guess just for Japan. And for whatever reason, it might be 2 guys, 2 girls. Because we have an older guy, a younger girl, and an older girl. That's what I can tell. Anyone disagree with me on that?
Nah, I don't disagree.
No.
Okay.
I'm watching their Project Z video before they announced that it was Left 4 Dead.
Oh, okay. I was just seeing if anyone else maybe picked up on something different. Of course, we only saw 2 people in camera. Guy in a plaid shirt and a chick, and I assume the chick's the younger voice. Just throwing out a wild guess there. But yeah, it just looks like they took Left 4 Dead 2, put in new characters, and they're making it an arcade game.
So essentially they're modding Left 4 Dead 2 and running with it.
Pretty much.
Essentially.
So nothing truly special, except for the fact it's an arcade. nice if this came stateside. Just saying. Granted, I'd probably have to go pretty far to actually go to an arcade where this would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to be up in Charlotte and in Florida to experience the new Mario Kart arcade game. The one that lets you play is Pac-Man. Yeah, that exists. And I think there's one of the ghosts is playable too. Don't remember who, but yeah. Yeah, any other thoughts on Left 4 Dead for Survivors?
No.
Black, you have any thoughts?
No?
Alright, moving on.
Sounds
On to something that Glock was pointing out to me that they already exist. Waiting for a comment.
Yeah, it existed a while back.
But did it exist like this?
Didn't exist on that... can I go ahead and say it?
Yes.
Didn't exist on an iPhone. However, there was someone who actually worked his hardest and created an actual working, interactable Pipboy 3000 and began selling them on ThinkGeek. And it was a while back.
How much was it?
Oh crap, I can't remember. Let me get on ThinkGeek.
Anyway, to enter in the article while Black's doing that, is we have a working Pip-Boy 3000 created for astronauts. But you could use it too. Let's see here. During the Space Wearables Fashion Designers to Astronauts Challenge, a group of coders under the moniker of Team Reno band together to create the very own impressive 3D printable Pip-Boy 3000. Yes, 3D printing. It's really becoming a thing. It's also making people wonder about the how much you can do with this, because I saw an article at some point where the Japanese government is like, I don't know about this, because apparently you can make a gun with this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that. The thing is, you can make a gun with it. However, the fact that it's working or not, you can't exactly be certain. Because it's, you can make gun parts, and people are worried that that's going to happen. But, I don't know. I have my skepticism. I don't believe that it'll actually work for guns.
Well, if it works, I would, depending on what the material you make it out of, you may only have, like, one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm assuming your 3D printing material is not metal. And may not be the strongest of materials to withstand a literal bomb going off in the barrel.
Yeah.
That's what's going on, physically speaking.
Okay, it wasn't on ThinkGeek. I think it was on I Want That.
Let's see, an iPhone 5 powers the device, runs a special app to mimic that of the Pip-Boy's iconic interface. Displays a great deal of environmental info and includes Geiger counter measures radiations like a boss, as the article puts it.
Boy. 1000.
See, if you can think you can do better, Team Reno has made the project open source with all the goodies available on GitHub and 3D print files up for the grab on Thingiverse. Or Thingiverse?
Why is it not on here anymore? I know I saw it.
Please tell me that is that.
Maybe.
Please tell me. I see Thingiverse. That makes me go thingy. And that makes me smile a little bit. I'm calling it Thingiverse.
I think that's what we should call it now.
Yes. Let's take a look at this in action.
Sure thing.
And you might want to turn on the audio because it's loud as fuck.
Thank you for the warning. Alright.
What?
What?
Clock.
Glock. Context.
Apparently, a couple of PhD students at Indiana University, Kinsey Institute, created pills.
You cut out for about half of that, Glock. Say again.
Okay, apparently a couple of students at PhDs, or a couple of PhD students at Indiana University's Kinsey Institute made pills that...
Finish the sentence, Glock. Words.
The pills themselves give you orgasms.
Truly the best thing that can be made with a college education. Moving on! Glock, cue up the video.
Okay.
You know, sooner or later somebody's gonna make a pill to fix stupidity. That's gonna be the saddest day in existence.
Hey.
It'll never be possible.
Hey. You can't fix stupid.
Thank you.
What if somebody makes a pill where it is fixable? That would truly be the saddest day. Because then all like half the humor in the world will vanish.
No. Because where there are people, there are stupidity.
Bro.
Oh, look. There's an infant circumcision trainer.
Glock, I think it's time to move on.
Anyway.
Glock, cue up the video so we can move on.
Okay. It's queued up.
Taking a look at the Pipboy 3000 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Pipboy 3000. Part of your life.
For the Space Apps Challenge, we decided to make a real-life Pipboy from the popular game Fallout. We have real-time mapping and the ability to see a heads-up sensor display. That data is then transmitted directly to a web HQ in real time so that someone can view that data. We're using a Texas Instruments BLE sensor tag, a homemade Geiger counter, and sending data to the device using a Pinocchio microcontroller.
That cut off a bit abruptly, but yay!
Pinocchio?
Yes.
That's a heck of a name. 20-pound chocolate Lionel Richie head for $833.
Glock, what the hell? Whatever you're looking at, please move away from it.
I can't!
Oh,
yes,
no.
you can. It's called closing the tab.
I can't!
Oh, no.
It's hilarious! Oh my god, the baby muzzle!
Back on topic, and just ignoring Glock at this point. It looks cool from the 30 seconds we get with it.
Yeah, it would have been a little nice if they could have showed a little bit more, rather than just saying what it was and what it's got in it.
Yeah. But that's cool. It is a Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Personally, I would kind of like to have that app. Saying. Just for the mapping thing.
Yeah.
Then people might be able to improve on
guys.
that. Oh dear.
We're just ignoring him, correct?
Hang on. This might benefit you. Do you have anybody that you absolutely hate?
Right now or in the past?
Absolutely hate.
Like right now or in the past?
Wait, what?
I
You
think
hated me?
you're derailing the conversation supremely hard there, son. Supremely hard.
The reason I was asking was because of this.
I'm not looking at it. Not on stream. Because I cannot trust Glock.
Moving on. Moving on. Nope, you ain't going. Nope. Moving on. Moving on.
I cannot trust Glock. Period.
Link says everything you need to know. So moving on.
I'm not even looking at the link.
Alright, let's talk Microsoft.
Okay.
Yes, let's talk Moneysoft. I mean Microsoft.
Yes.
Whoa! They finally made a lucid dreaming mask?
Whoa, I'm actually fixing to mute you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Focus! Anyway.
Yes. Microsoft has decided to make some bold moves to gain ground on Sony. First up, headline says it itself. Microsoft is putting out an Xbox One without the Kinect.
They should have done that from the start. Just saying.
By the way, Tommy, somebody put out an article detailing how many games you can't play without a Kinect. Guess how many it is?
Not that many.
5.
Figured.
5 games you can't play without a Kinect. Out of, from the list, 30 in total. 30, 35, it probably was about 40. I didn't put a full count there, but yeah.
Wow.
5 games. None of them sounded that good. So yes, you're not losing out on much. Beginning on June 9th. Coincidentally enough, that's the same day their press conference is. Timing! Again, because they did this with the Xbox 360 Elites. They went on sale the same day as their press conference.
Hey, how much you want to bet everyone that is at their press conference will wind up getting an Xbox One without the Kinect?
Because they did the exact same thing with the Xbox 360 Elites.
And because they did something similar when they announced the Kinect to begin with.
Aye.
Because they really want everyone's money.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're giving away consoles for free. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they're not following that process there too well.
Alright, on June 9th in all markets where Xbox One is sold, it will offer Xbox One starting at $399. It does not include the Kinect sensor. You'll be able to access all your favorite games such as Titanfall, Call of Duty Ghosts, Forza Motorsport 5, Dead Rising 3, and a couple of games like Watch Dogs, Destiny, and Sunset Overdrive. By the way, all of these don't require to be connected to begin with.
Which you know what's funny? Forza and Sunset Overdrive are the only 2 games that they listed there you cannot... Or wait, Dead Rising might be too, but are the only games that you cannot... that you don't have to just have an Xbox One for.
Yeah.
They're all...
Destiny 2, isn't it? Isn't it coming out in current? I swear Destiny comes
Wait,
out
yeah,
in
it
current
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
So does Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Y'all remember
What?
how we were talking about a 3D printer?
Yes.
Well, there's these people that created a 3D printing pen. Like, for art, for, like, artists.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my god, this guy did so much stuff with it. It looks so cool. He created, like, a trash can with it. How do I explain it? I don't know how exactly to explain it. He's got, like, he drew a woman. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Alright. Back to what
It's really cool how he did it with a pen.
Alright.
It's funny how he manages to loosely tie into the last article we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Did you hear anything of what I was talking about?
No.
Yeah.
Alright, then. But yes, on top of that, all entertainment apps will not require Xbox Live Gold anymore. I think it's, Twitch, YouTube, Netflix, content like that?
Looks like it says here as well as the live TV and Xbox and the One Guide.
So people aren't double paying for stuff. Because, that's kind of a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Nothing else to note from this. Alright. I saw an article this past week, because it came out after this news broke, saying how Xbox One's pushing forward and gaining and one-upping Sony. They remind people that the $400 price point that they're selling the Xbox One at now has been the selling point of the PlayStation 4 since launch.
Yeah.
And 2, Sony has never charged anyone to access any type of entertainment app like Netflix. So, how is Microsoft one-upping Sony when they're essentially copying them?
That's what I don't understand at all, is how people think that.
I might actually buy. How much that costs.
Anyway. It seems more like Microsoft's trying to even the playing field. Unfortunately, their bad press will continue to be a disadvantage for them until people actually forget and forgive.
Forgive will happen before forget.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good on Microsoft in realizing that, yeah, the Kinect doesn't really do that much for us. Like, at all. I think even a game dev said that because the Kinect isn't bundled with the Xbox One anymore, that all but kills development for any type of Kinect game.
Pretty much.
To be fair, how many people were developing for the Kinect to begin with?
I think Rare was really the only ones that were still actively developing.
And they're owned by Microsoft, so they kind of have to.
Yeah.
And what are they doing with that? With all this Kinect development they're doing? Not Wii Sports. Bravo, Microsoft. Way to waste everybody's time. Hey.
Although, I finally have gotten access to a Kinect kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not a bad idea.
No.
I think the biggest problem is, like I just said, Rare's the only ones actively developing for it.
Yeah. There's nothing inherently wrong with the Kinect.
Well, the 360 version there was, kind of, because you can't really use it as a good microphone, period.
True. At least on a concept perspective, there's nothing inherently wrong with the Kinect.
Right.
Problem is, the development for it is just not that good. There's just no standout titles that utilize the Kinect exclusively. Yes, you have your big titles like Mass Effect 3 that utilize the Kinect, but they use it as a microphone.
Yeah.
That's only a small part of what the damn thing does to begin with.
I would like to be able to, I don't know, maybe see something along the lines of an RTS done on a Kinect.
Yeah.
Because I could completely see something along the lines, and even though I don't really care for the game, I will mention this, Halo Wars. I could see something like that working with the Kinect. Just solely using the Kinect.
That kind of exists already. Except it doesn't use a Kinect, it uses a 360 headset.
But
what Tom Clancy's in War.
But what I mean in those, obviously using the voice to command.
Yeah.
But utilizing your hands as far as like selecting units and stuff like that. I could completely see that whole system working.
Yeah, you could totally do that with In-War. If you took out the switching to units perspective and went with just the command vehicle perspective, you could be like, circle that unit, send it this direction, or any of that, and maybe it'd work if it's developed correctly.
But that's the thing. You don't have anyone that does the real-time strategies that is willing to deal with the Kinect.
Nobody wants to deal with the Kinect.
Exactly. I think if one person broke out and did an RTS with the Kinect, that would change everything. In all seriousness.
Yeah.
Because it don't have to be a shooter. Just a strategy game would be enough to turn it around.
Yeah, I'd say anything that was noteworthy with Kinect could do something besides Dance Central.
Seriously.
Because people have already copied that. It's called Just Dance on the Wii. Just Dance already has its clones. But it needs to be more than just Dance. It needs to be, other games.
Yeah. But there again, Microsoft is dropping the ball horribly.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're having no choice but to be able to sell the Xbox One without the Kinect.
Yeah.
The console that really should be bundled with the Kinect, because they should have had the developers in their back pocket working on stuff that would make the Kinect actually useful.
Yeah.
And they're just completely losing it.
Yeah. Why the PlayStation 4 is not bundled with the PlayStation Move. Nobody's developing for the Move.
So why bother throwing it in there?
Why bother doing anything with the PlayStation Move? That Move has not been talked about for like 2 E3s?
I think the last time that it was talked about serious, really, was when it came out.
Yeah.
The rest of it, it's kind of been there, but it's just been there.
Yeah. The last thing I remember about the PlayStation Move that got huge coverage was the Sony press conference, and the most they did with it was a children's storybook.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the most noteworthy thing about the PlayStation Move. That was at a press conference. That got time at a press conference. At E3. And that was the last time you heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of major coverage. No one's talked about the Move since then.
Because it's... That's the thing where even Nintendo realized. Motion isn't there yet.
No. Mm-hmm.
The only use for that is getting the parents involved.
Mm-hmm.
And getting little young kids that don't really know how to use the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, both the Kinect and the Move, and even the Wii was kind of just there.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing anything.
The Wii printed Nintendo money because they were the first one to go, motion control console! And people bought into it.
And then they realized that it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Nope.
And it figures that when people realized it wasn't what it was supposed to be was the same time that Microsoft and Sony decided they were going to do theirs.
Especially with Sony with their knockoff Wii, aka the Move.
I know. That thing is so much like the Wii. It's freaking pathetic.
Yeah.
At least Microsoft was unique with theirs.
Yeah. Although they kind of ripped off the PlayStation Eye.
Agreed, but...
And what's worse, I know of a PlayStation Eye game that controls better than anything on the Kinect.
Well, at least Kinect 1.0.
Yeah. The PlayStation Eye.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
Controls better than Kinect 1.0. PlayStation 2. This is the 90s we're talking about. Ah, anything else to say about Microsoft trying to even out the playing field before we get to E3?
Not really, no.
Foc, you got anything to say?
Nah.
Alright, then moving on. Ooh. This has me a little bit excited. A little bit. Nintendo is introducing the NFC figures. Essentially, we're talking Nintendo Skylanders. Now, Nintendo has delved into the toy video game market before. They did it with Pokemon Rumble U, which I forgot about. Because it's not as big as Skylanders and Disney Infinity, where they get whole sections of Toys R Us all to themselves. Actually, no. 2 whole sections of Toys R Us to themselves for Skylanders.
Yeah.
We need it right away.
You walk into the one up here in Chattanooga.
Don't worry. The United States
Bam!
Postal Service
Right
will
there
get
as you
there
come
on
in.
time.
Front and center of the store,
Priority mail
Skylanders. What?
Oh. Damn it,
Oh,
IGN.
Yeah, it's stupid autoplay.
Fucking hell. Okay. All better.
And if you go to the gaming section, row of Skylanders facing a row of Disney Infinity.
Battle of the toy games.
Yes. But from the sounds of things, Nintendo's going that one step further. This won't just be working for one game or one series of games. This is be working for multiple games. Essentially, you'd have a Mario figure. The figures would work with multiple games. Wii U has NFC functionality built in. Nintendo would be introducing a 3DS NFC base for cross-compatibility with it too. So not just cross a certain amount of games on a console, but cross-platform.
Ooh.
Which I think Skylanders does too. Because I think the 3DS, or I think all their mobile versions use the figures too. I think. 3DS base will be scheduled to launch next year. Promises more details about this to come at E3. Yet again, a little peek at the cards, but no one's showing their hand just yet.
Yeah, right now everyone's just flashing their cards and like, okay, we're done.
This is a bold move on Nintendo's part of hopping in on the whole Skylanders Infinity craze. To be fair, they're about the only one out of the big three that could pull this off.
Yeah. Because Microsoft doesn't have enough to be able to do this. And really, neither does Sony anymore.
Not really. PlayStation All-Stars is the biggest showcase of that.
I mean, I guess in all seriousness, if Sony was able to go back like PS1, PS2 era, then they would, but I don't think they have rights to some of that anymore.
Well, the problem is a lot of Nintendo's creations are in-house.
Right, so that means it's perfect for them.
Problem for Sony is a lot of their creations are not in-house developers. Insomniac, the ones responsible for the Ratchet & Clank and Resistance series, they're not an in-house studio.
Right.
Final Fantasy, which was huge on, which, you know, everyone remembers Final Fantasy VII, it's Square Enix. Not an in-house studio.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they jumped ship from Nintendo to Sony for Final Fantasy VII. They jumped ship. And they've jumped further ship by going multi-platform with the Final Fantasy franchise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Nintendo could pull this off. This gets me excited because, oh, the possibilities. Granted, I don't think they apply this to Smash Brothers. Because
it could be the next Smash Brothers.
Well, I wouldn't say like Smash Brothers proper. A Smash Brothers spin-off. Because I don't think they'd lock all the characters for the fighting game behind toys. I don't think they would. They know that's a bad idea.
But, okay, what if you took it a little bit differently and each of the figures, okay, case in point, say you've got a Mario figure.
Mm-hmm.
In the next Smash Brothers, if you have that Mario figure, then you also have the ability through that Mario figure to unlock another player. So, like, for instance, doing something, playing through the game with the Mario figure, you might unlock Luigi.
Possible.
Then all that data would still be with that figure, and you wouldn't have to buy additional figures to still unlock stuff in the game.
Yeah. I was thinking a spin-off of Smash Brothers that would be in line with Subspace Emissary. Because I'm one of the few people who actually like that damn game mode. Because think about what Smash Brothers is in terms of in-game. What are all the characters?
Right, figures.
They're trophies.
Yeah.
What is an item you get in Smash Brothers Brawl during Subspace Emissary? An item to turn all your enemies into trophies. Now, how easy would it be to go, then we can make all our characters, and the only difference would be you take out the base they have in this picture, and you put in that gold base with the Smash Brothers logo on it. It doesn't have to be gold. You just put the Smash Brothers logo on it.
Ooh, yeah.
And all of a sudden you have a Smash Brothers spin-off game that's not like a Brawl or a Melee, but it's its own different Smash Brothers game. It keeps the Smash Brothers title because it's the big crossover game between all of Nintendo's properties. But it's less a fighting game and more of an adventure game. Much like Skylanders and Infinity.
Huh.
And you could probably do more with that. Maybe, I don't know, do a racing game with this. And not just have characters, but carts as well. Oh, being someone who collects cars, I'd be all over that.
And I could completely see them having a big, toy box game where you could utilize all the different pieces but that are in common with all the games together.
Mm-hmm.
And have it as a community-driven game.
Mm-hmm. Very much like Little Big Planet.
Right.
The one thing Nintendo shouldn't do, and it's the same mistake Disney Infinity did. They did not embrace the crossover element. I'm not afraid of Nintendo not embracing it, because Smash Bros. Is a perfect example of them. They embrace the crossover. They embrace the idea that all these characters are in the same game, and they get to interact with each other. It will happen. But that's what gets me excited about this, is not the fact that Nintendo is hopping into the whole Skylanders thing. It's the fact that they're hopping, it's the fact that there's a possibility that they could create cool games with this. If they do.
Well,
that's the hope.
Okay. I'll tell you right now, though, comparing this to both Skylanders and Infinity, I think Nintendo would be the one to wind up coming out on top. Because of the simple fact of, like you said, look at Smash Brothers. They are more than willing to embrace that all of their characters can be in the same universe and interact with each other and not cause problems. They managed to still keep all the different characters' backstories alive, as well as making new stories out of it. So
It's already put them above Infinity, just saying.
Yeah, I could already see that they might be able to give even Skylanders a good run for the money.
Yeah. The only thing is they would have problems with it against Skylanders because Skylanders is so established now.
Right.
But the edge that they have is it's Nintendo. Who wouldn't want to buy a little Mario figure to use in the game? Who wouldn't want to buy a Yoshi or a Link?
Hell, I'd buy half the figures even without having the game.
Yeah. You have that nostalgic appeal that Skylanders doesn't have, except for Spyro. And Spyro is no longer the main character of the game. Everyone else is.
I finally freaking found it.
Hey, yeah, you're only like 2 articles behind now, Glock.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about Nintendo entering the Skylanders.
I know, but I'm just saying I finally freaking found it, man.
Good for you.
Good
you
want
to see it?
Not at the moment. Gotta doing other things. Yeah, that's what gets me excited is, okay, Nintendo's got a good idea here. Here's hoping they run with it. And they run with it well. Infinity is missing the mark.
Hard.
Yes. Skylanders gets it right. And it looks like Nintendo's going, Skylanders knows what it's doing, we are following their example, and we are going to beat them.
Which, that's going to be what's funny. They're going to try to beat them at their own game. Literally.
Yeah.
They're saying, okay, Infinity tried to do something like Skylanders, but different, and that is failing. Okay, let's just mock them and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I like, is this is sounding like more like Skylanders than it is Infinity. Because the whole cross-game and cross-platform compatibility, that was Skylanders. They were cross-platform. They were they are cross-game compatibility. They're looking at the person who started this and going, what did they do right with this idea? They're starting there.
My thing that I think might hurt Nintendo in something like this is the fact of both Skylanders and Infinity are multi-platform.
Mm-hmm.
When Nintendo does something like this, it's only going to be on Nintendo consoles. That could be the one thing that either hurts or helps them.
True. What they might be doing to try to counteract that is having this be functional across multiple games. Oh God. Oh God. I just saw something that would be really ridiculous, and I would fall in love with it immediately.
Oh God.
Okay, you remember the Fire Emblem series, correct?
Yes.
That style of game with these figures.
Oh God.
As the things you use to get your units. I'd fall in love with something like that, because I'm like... Like a Fire Emblem style game with all Nintendo characters, I would fall in love with. Like, immediately. There's no question. Because that just hits all the right buttons for me. And to also add in the figures to it's like, alright, you get your certain amount of figures with the game, and you get a certain amount of units, but but for those units you get in the game without needing a figure, maybe you get them powered up. Or better yet, you just don't get a new unit when you get a figure. You get a level where you get to go and recruit them. So you get more gameplay out of it. Or you get some levels out of it too, and it's like... I know, I'm hoping way too hard for this. So, yeah.
Reset the
topic list. All right. So, any other thoughts before we move on?
Not really that I can think of.
Doc, you have anything to say? Doc?
No.
Alright. Moving on. We have a bit of irony here. Phillips seeks Wii U ban after it claims Nintendo copied patents.
Remind us who Phillips is?
They're a television company. But the bit of irony is they made the Philips CDI way back in the day. Guess what company they got a license to make games for? Or games from?
Who?
Nintendo. More specifically, the 3 Legend of Zelda games that Nintendo refuses to acknowledge even exist. And Mario is Missing and Mario's Hotel.
What the heck is Mario's Hotel?
Exactly.
What the heck is Mario's Missing?
It's a game where you play as Luigi.
So it's like Luigi's Mansion?
No. Oh no! Not even close. This is a terrible game.
So I'm guessing that Mario Hotel is a bad game too?
All of the Nintendo Philips games were terrible. Why do you think I said Nintendo refuses to acknowledge 3 Legend of Zelda games exist? And one of them, you actually play as Zelda.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. It's all live action, too.
Oh, God.
All the games are live action. What?
One of them is.
How the heck?
FMVs. You know that wonderful piece of that wonderful idea from way back in the 90s?
Yeah.
Zelda's Adventure was full of it. The other 2 were cartoon games that were terrible.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wait,
Electronics...
how did they pull that off? How much did they put into that?
Not much. Anyway, Electronic Giant alleges that the Mario Maker copied 2 of its technology patents. The first bit of code can mirror a user's real-life actions inside of a game, with the second patent revolving around an input system featuring a pointing device. Yes, it's Vegas shit. What do you expect?
Wow.
The present patents and suits stem from the fields of research and development and claim protection for an interactive system for which a user can remotely control devices in a intuitive manner, such as intuitive remote control mechanisms are used in present-day home video game consoles. So essentially, you could sue everybody.
So wait.
Pretty much.
What does Phillips do now?
They make TVs. I believe they make TVs, don't they?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they're a TV company.
So they failed at the video gaming industry, so they became a TV company, and now they're suing a video game industry for what?
They've always been a TV company. The Philips CDI was their attempt to get in on the gaming industry. It flopped.
Hard.
So now they're suing the gaming industry.
They're suing Nintendo.
They're suing a leg of the gaming industry.
Yeah, they're suing Nintendo. Technically, they can sue Sony over the move with one of these.
Explain, because I'm kind of lost.
Yeah, the first one.
No, the second one. Second patent revolving around an input system featuring a pointing device. That's the PlayStation Move, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. So they're suing them now?
apparently they contacted Nintendo as far back as 2011 about the first patent, which is not the one about the pointing device.
Again, they're saying this now?
Phillips is asking for a block on all sales of the Wii U and other allegedly infringing Nintendo hardware, likely substantial damages, and for everything to be decided with a trial by jury.
Huh.
Excuse me? Okay, I'm sorry, but you're vague at... One, the Wii U doesn't count! It doesn't point! That's the Wii! Not the Wii U! Fuck off, Phillips!
You do realize that it's not gonna work in trial, right?
I know! You get a jury up there, and they're gonna look at this and go, wow, that's a Vegas shit patent. Nope! Like, no wonder Nintendo has just about ignored this since 2011. What fucking ground does Phillips have to stand on for this?
Nintendo had game controllers that worked by pointing at a screen all the way back in the Duck Hunt days. They should sue Phillips for patently infringing on Nintendo's patent.
True. That's extremely true.
Oh, God.
But I'm just like, what? Phillips, have you lost your goddamn mind?
Pretty much.
What makes you think that you have this vague-ass patent that really doesn't define anything? That all of a sudden you can actually block all of Nintendo's Wii U sales? Really? This is some patent and trolling that's going on. It's essentially what's happening. It's patent trolling. And you know how this is going to break down? Nintendo's going to give them a check for some amount of money to go fuck off. That's all Nintendo's going to do, because they don't want to take this to court and waste more money on this than is necessary. They're not. Because it's exactly what happens. I forgot who it is. I think it's Harmony Gold. Harmony Gold is a big patent troll too. They will sue anybody over anything that's related to Macross. If it even looks like something from Macross, they'll sue. You know how much Macross stuff they make? Not much. Maybe like 2 things a year. But they'll sue anybody who does anything that even looks like Macross. And you know what happens? They get a check from that company to go fuck off. Because they don't want to deal with them.
Nintendo has a huge team of lawyers to fight this, but Phillips is a huge company, so Nintendo could be in trouble. What lawyer would be in his right... What lawyer in his right mind would even try to work this case? Or would even have...
A lawyer that's got a good paycheck.
But how would he even word this so that it would actually work?
He gets a good paycheck. He'll just do whatever it takes.
But, I mean... How are you going to work around the fact that this has been around since Duck Hunt, and the fact that Phillips' patent on that hasn't been around that long, considering the fact that when they made the patent was probably when they tried to make those games. And they made a patent without the consent. I don't know. This is just... Oh,
I say again, Nintendo's probably not going to take this to court. They're just going to write a check to Phillips to go fuck off. Like, here's a check, go away.
But, I mean... oh, God, it's just...
It'll be settled out of court.
Why only Nintendo, though? Sony and Microsoft have done the same thing. Microsoft has the Kinect. Sony has the eye and the
Here's what I have to say. Who says they haven't tried this, and Microsoft and Sony haven't called their bluff? And then they went scurrying away.
and it just never got it.
Perfectly honest, I'd say what people are mostly reporting for this is, like I said, the irony. Because Phillips did work with Nintendo way back in the day, and now all of a sudden they're suing him. Let's just say Phillips didn't try this with Sony, and Sony called their bluff, and they're like, no, no, we're not taking this to court.
I love the comments that these people are talking about how Phillips is going to get completely humiliated.
But yeah, this will probably be settled out of court.
But I mean, it's just, oh god, why? Nintendo is so screwed. This is their worst console ever. It doesn't sell well, and now it might get banned.
No, it's not getting banned. I say again, this is a bluff on Phillips' part, a bit. They're bluffing Nintendo into giving them cash. There is no way that these demands are going to be met in court. No way. No way. There's no way this is going to make it in court, and a trial by jury nonetheless. Because, first and foremost, shit like this doesn't go to trial by jury. It doesn't. It gets decided by a judge, not jury. This is a bluff, I say again, on Phillips' part to get Nintendo to give them money. Whether or not Nintendo calls this bluff and takes them to court and decides, you know what, come, bring it. We'll beat you in court. Or they go, here's a check, go away. Is left to be said.
Nintendo should countersue them for disgracing Mario and Zelda franchises on the Phillips CDI. This lawsuit, from the same company that released a DOA console system called 3DO, can't make it on your own in the game space, file lawsuits against those who can. That must be their mantra. 3DO was made by Panasonic. They are responsible for the CDI, not the 3DO.
Yeah. 3DO was a completely different console. Just saying. It's completely
was that one successful? I doubt it.
No, it wasn't. 3DO was an expensive piece of shit, just like the Philips CDI. The Philips CDI was an expensive piece of shit. Guess what its controller was? A remote. You know that same remote you have for your TV?
Uh-huh.
That was the controller.
What?
Yeah.
How the heck would you work that into a game?
Fuck if I know. As far as I know, that was the controller for the Philips CDI. I don't think I had an actual controller. Anyway, I think we need to move on. Anyone else have anything to say before we move on?
Phillips, you're a retard.
Tommy, you got anything to say? Tommy? Tommy?
Did Tommy fall asleep?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. Started to,
said-
but no.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap things up with a little indie game I came across when I was wrapping up and looking at the articles. It's called Never Alone, an atmospheric puzzle game.
Huh? Let's see this.
Explores the culture and folklore of Alaskan natives. Due out in autumn on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC for $15, you take on the role of a young I am not even going to attempt to say that word because I will butcher it terribly.
Hang on, pause. Okay, hang on.
It's some kind of Alaskan Indian name.
I know it
I
is.
can recognize that, but I don't even want to try to butcher that one either.
Inu Pike.
Thank you. Girl called Nuna and her Arctic Fox companions. Game brings together a beautiful aesthetic with stories, characters, and folklore that have long been circulated in Alaskan native cultures. Centers on switching between Nuna and the Fox to complete puzzles, and a co-op mode in which each player controls a character is also planned. The game will have 8 chapters with native folklore characters such as Manslayer, Blizzard Man, Sky People, the Little People, and the Rolling Heads, all appearing. Oh, well, this game just sounds terrifying.
This doesn't sound like a child-oriented game.
I'm just gonna tell you now, Glock, folklore pathology is kind of terrifying once you get into it. But I'm just like, Manslayer? Blizzard Man?
Rolling Heads.
That just sounds terrifying. What? I hope it's not like a herd of rolling heads.
Sky People, Little People, those two sound alright.
Yeah.
Hell, I could even see Blizzard Man being alright.
Yeah, that sounds like straight out of the comics.
But Manslayer and Rolling Heads.
That terrifies me. That makes me go, oh dear.
Wouldn't the name kind of worry you too?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The name alone makes me go, oh no. That sounds like nightmare fuel in the making. Let's take a look at this announcement trailer.
Now we have to get past the ad.
Oh yeah, Nad.
I didn't.
Remember, that's what started playing on me.
Yeah.
Ducky.
For The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I saw that. I'm extremely conflicted about that movie. Like, extremely conflicted about that movie. Although, we'll be seeing Godzilla this weekend.
I want to see that.
I've heard good things about it. Makes me go,
no, it's another Godzilla reboot.
I have heard so many good things about this movie. It makes me want to see it.
Okay, Tommy, I'll put this into perspective. Crap, I forgot the company. The company that owns Godzilla, the Godzilla reboot we got back in the day, they officially recognized that Godzilla as Zilla. Guess what happened when it went up against the original Godzilla?
What?
It got smacked into the Sydney Opera and blew to fucking hell. Essentially, it got bitch slapped in an official Godzilla movie. This Godzilla, on the other hand, again, hasn't been officially recognized, but has been recognized as Legendary Godzilla. Because of one of the studios that's making it is Legendary Films. I believe that's the name of it.
I think Legendary had a part in it.
But, again, they're officially recognizing it. And it's got their blessing. Unlike the other one.
Other ones.
No, I'm talking about the other Godzilla reboot we got.
Forget the Godzilla versus movies.
Those were official movies from Japan.
Yeah, but they all sucked.
Anyway. Y'all kid up and ready, Tommy?
They all suck.
Alright, starting up the trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Imanga kanga tuagolu kangek silablu kingunep king Ulo aktuakta kangek sipkaroga iglerosia nuna Sule kanok inunekput ilwani Aglan Sukrawat. Utukkat kulak tuan. Alakaklutat. Tatkamna. Abiktu ako damot pa. Damna sirunerevnu. Mumina piralioktu.
Bear! Polar bear.
That's cold water!
I know, Glock.
How would she not get... never mind.
Remember, folklore.
Not going for
Physics
realism.
don't exist in folklore.
Not going for realism. Forget. Sorry. Definitely not going for realism. Stop! Pause.
Damn it, Glock.
We're almost done too.
I know, it froze. I don't know what happened. It froze at 142.
I'm just gonna say this now. Is anyone weirded out by the art style?
What?
Or just off-putted by it?
It seems kind of blocky to me.
I guess that, but something just feels off about it. Every single time, just everything I'm seeing, I'm just like, something feels off about this.
What time did I say?
You didn't say a time.
142. Yeah, he did.
Oh, I missed the time. There. Oh, whoops.
It's at 142.
Alright, you good?
No, I keep... There.
Yeah.
6, 37, 38, 39, 41, 42. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, picking up from the 142 marker, in this case, the 40 seconds left marker, in 3, 2, 1, go.
I love how the fox made it and the girl didn't.
Kangik sitaw raw kaktu. Asin tamna ilingno. Abiktual la sigikpo.
So this is a game that is from that culture.
Yes.
I want to play this. I want to play this.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the art style that just irks me. Like, something just feels so off about it. And maybe that's what it's going for, is that it creates that kind of off-putting feeling.
Possibly.
Yeah, otherwise it looks cool. It looks like a neat little game. I'm sure at some points it's kind of terrifying with the imagery. I'm sure because, well, see the names of the things you encounter. Yeah, it looks cool. I'd check it out. Anyone else?
I'd look into it anyhow, but I don't know necessarily if I'd get it or not.
Yeah. What about you, Glock?
Huh?
You'd buy in day one? You pre-order it if you could?
I think I might. I would. I might would.
Alright then. Any other thoughts before we move on?
I want to think that they could do something good with this, because this is a really good idea.
Yeah.
And I wish that more cultures would be willing to do something like this. You know, because then you could introduce people to other cultures and other beliefs and stuff, and not exactly try to push it on them, but just try to, you know, tell them about your culture. Tell them about your folklore.
Alright.
Tell them stories, you know? Just kind of give them a chance to experience it.
Guess we can move on that note. Let's wrap up the show by hitting the releases and quick draws kind of quick enough.
Alright.
Alright. Releases! We're starting out on the 20th. Because, it's a Tuesday. See, we have a Drakengard. Drakengard? Guard? No.
Drakengard.
Okay. I was like, it doesn't look like Guard, but it sounds like Guard. Okay. Drakengard 3 on the 20th for the PlayStation 3. Then we have Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. Also on the 20th for PC and Mac.
Wait, Nancy Drew is still having games released?
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes is still having games released.
True.
Also on the 20th, we have Project Temporality? Temporality. On the PC. The 21st, we'll see Red Faction Collection on the PS3. That should be a decent little collection of games.
I want to see that.
Also,
I wonder if they remade any of the games.
Probably not. It's just a collection and not a remastering.
They need to remaster a couple of those games. I would love to see.
Let's see. On the 23rd, we have Tropico 5 coming out on the PC.
All this time.
On the 27th, we have Planetary Annihilation on the PC and the Mac. And then the two big ones before our next show.
I had to get it out of the way. I had to get it out of the way.
Thank you, Glock.
Glock just took a shit.
I just can't wait for it!
On the 27th, the long-anticipated Watch Dogs makes its debut premiere on the PlayStation 3, 360, PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and blank.
Yeah. What the fuck's with the blank?
I don't know.
Don't you know? It's also coming out for comma.
No, the comma is meant to be a marker. It's coming out on blank.
Or it's coming out on space.
Anyway, and finally, on the day on our next show, on the 30th, Mario Kart 8 comes out on the Wii U, which, if you look up top, Game Trailers always has their review up.
Really? Yep.
Yeah. They have the review up, right? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of advanced reviews these days. Like, I saw an advanced review of Godzilla, like, before it came out.
Huh.
What is the whole Q2 thing for? I don't understand that.
Quarter two.
Yeah. It's just saying it'll come out between X month and Y month.
Which, I believe, isn't it April to June?
I think so. I'm not entirely familiar with the quarterly system.
I think all it essentially does is just break it down into 3-month periods throughout the year.
Yeah.
And I'm wanting to say it actually does start on January, just like the calendar year.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense because there's 4 quarters and there's 12 months, so it breaks it down by 3, and that gives you 4 sets of months. So
I don't think they stagger it. I think it literally is January to March, and then April to June, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Are they ever gonna make a new Soul Calibur game?
They are. It's on the iOS.
Really?
Yeah, it's a card game.
I don't want a card game. I want a real Soul Calibur game.
They have that. I think it was like a free-to-play multiplayer game coming out. That was kind of a greatest hits of characters game.
Yoda has to be on it.
Is it Lost Swords?
Yeah.
Because I see that's in quarter 2. on the PSN
Yes.
down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of a. It just seemed like it was kind of a best of characters game. You pretty much had characters across the whole franchise come back in a one game. That was all like Soul Calibur 5 engine, I think.
Does it have like the featured characters also coming back?
I guess it depends on who you want.
Like Ezio on Soul Calibur 5 and
I
Yoda
don't
on
know
Soul
about
Calibur
that.
4, etc.
I don't know about that, but Soul Calibur characters in of themselves, it probably hits all the major ones at least.
Oh, dang it!
So yeah, that's what we're expecting in the next 2 weeks. So expect some Watch Dogs coming up soon because I'll be getting that.
Oh, I
But
am
that
too.
day one, as long as Twitch isn't like our international date, you can't stream till then. Because sometimes that will happen. Anyway, that moves us to quick draws. And for me, I have a terrible idea I'm going to do, and I have a part 2 to a quick draw I've done before. They're related to each other. I have not set a date for this yet, but expect this before the release, before June 26th at the very least. I'll be doing a pseudo speed run through Battride War 1. For those that don't remember, Kamen Rider Battride War is Kamen Rider meets Dynasty Warriors. And it's a fun little game. I'll be doing a complete speed run through the entirety of the main story. It's a pseudo speedrun because I'm not really skipping any of the cutscenes, and it could be a whole lot faster than what my eventual final time will be, but I'm essentially going to beat it as fast as I can. And a way to celebrate the upcoming release of Battride War 2, which we got a new trailer yesterday.
Nice.
And this game gets me all excited. We also got we also got to look at the box art, and yet again, I don't know what it is, but the regular game has the better box art cover.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll show you to that after the stream. But yeah, we got the new.
Are we gonna watch it?
Yes, what I was about to say. Everyone all queued up and ready?
Uh-huh.
Waiting on to buffer.
Let's say Glock is gonna crap out on you halfway through?
Probably.
I'm waiting on it to buffer. That's what I'm waiting on. Alright, go ahead.
He's using a potato.
Actually, I'm using a Toshiba satellite with a dual-core processor.
He's using a potato.
Alright. Starting up the trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
With an Intel HD graphics card, thank you very much.
Oh, so it's a fancy potato.
It's a red potato.
I love that it starts out with the quote from A to Z. Just saying. Nice to see Turtle still got his same intro.
To watch that movie again. It's been so long since I watched it.
What, A to Z?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yes,
it is. It really is.
Reminded me of the scene from the last trailer that made me pre-order this game. Thank you.
All three of my favorite Kamen Riders are right there beside each other, except for Amazon, but that's because, you know...
Yeah, there's no show of Riders, which someone said is kind of but... Yeah, that would probably be the third game's focus.
Yeah.
And from the looks of things, everyone's getting an update. Because some of these moves are not in the original game, which is cool. And Dino's got his wing form. Hi, Takedo. And the mages are in the game. That's surprising. I got a quick glance of it. Oh, this from was wonderful. Damn it, I love this. Guaranteed to be a longer fight than in the movie. It looks like just about anybody could probably be assist, because I see O's in assist right now.
And I noticed something.
But
we must be getting Jimba.
Yeah.
Because I noticed he had the arrow.
Yeah, we're getting up to Kachidoki, remember. In terms of Gaim's forms. I don't know if Suika's going to be involved at all, but we're getting up to Kachidoki.
Who is that?
That is Cinema. He's the main villain of the game, and also Evil Riders? I'm guessing they have to face the evil versions of themselves.
In Final Form.
Which is why they go Final Form, which we should go.
Who is that?
That was Caucasus, that's Fujin Guy. We had Gao in there. I missed the first, I forgot we had. Didn't catch the first one. We also got Decade Violent Emotion playable for whatever reason. Which, that's in Battle Red War 1 too. Yes, it's exciting, but that's not it! There's more! Because we are got a confirmation of the first DLC character!
First DLC.
Yep. Free DLC character, mind you. Also, you gotta bump the TV movie edition for all the music from the movies and the shows.
Hold on, I'm lost. Who was the confirmed?
That'll be here in a second. I jumped the gun.
Okay. Oh, you were talking about the voice. I was about to say, wait,
No,
was that him? I can't tell.
Jin Zangetsu is playable. Unfortunately, no Zangetsu. It's just Shin Zangetsu.
And it's Shin Zangetsu proper.
Uh-huh. This isn't Nisei Zangetsu. This isn't Pussy Zangetsu.
Yeah, this isn't I get my ass handed to me, Zangetsu. This is I kick others' asses, Zangetsu.
But yes, he'll be the first DLC character we get. I'm excited. We're like a month plus 10 away.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Unlike some people, I'm not too disappointed that the show riders aren't in there. They'll get their time. It took them a while to get introduced into the Climax Heroes series. No, they didn't come until Climax Heroes Forza, I want to believe. It was really when they got first introduced in the series, and that's been going on since Decade. So. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited. I got my pre-order in for the premium TV and movie edition. So yeah, I'm all set and ready. So, Tommy, your quick draw.
All right, mine goes up to something that has been getting tweeted on the TGS Twitch. Sorry, had a brain fart there.
Mommy.
Shut up, Glock. The Halo PC and Custom Edition multiplayer will be around after the GameSpy shutdown at the end of the month.
Yay!
What do you mean GameSpy shutdown?
You didn't know? You did not know that GameSpy was shutting down at the end of the month?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they shutting down?
Going out of business, I would believe.
Essentially, they got bought out by another company, and they're killing their hosting services. And that was actually in production since the beginning of last year. So, it's been something, this has been going for a while. It's finally coming to the point where they're saying, okay, we're shutting it down.
Yeah. To be fair, we don't know how extensive this shutdown is going to reach.
GameSpy is owned by Glue.
The best way to judge it is we know that EA, Activision, Epic, Bohemia, and Bungie now all have games that have been affected by the shutdown. So that really don't tell us how many number of games, but that does tell that a lot of the big devs out there got affected by it.
Yeah. Nobody apparently has gone and made a complete list of what all's being affected.
Which I think is weird.
Yeah.
Usually by now one of the major gaming news sites has done something like that. I'm surprised no one has yet. There will be a patch, which will be the 1.0.10 patch. Why someone couldn't just do a 1.1 patch and be done with it is beyond me.
Because it's not extensive enough to warrant the 1.1. Or better yet, the 2.0.
Essentially what this will do is it will work around all the stuff that GameSpy was functioning in the 1.0.9 and previous versions. As the article that I got this off of stated, it was just coming soon. So I don't know if it's out now or not. I've not actually fired up PC or CE in a while, so yeah. And Glock, before you say anything, the reason I say it that way is because PC side of things for Halo, that is two separate games.
Okay.
PC is the Combat Evolved proper, which everyone knows, and then Custom Edition is the multiplayer focused one where it allows more user created content.
Okay.
Personally, if I'm playing multiplayer, I like CE better. But if I'm playing campaign for whatever reason, or just want to play regular multiplayer, then that's where PC comes into play.
Okay.
Not really much else to say about that, so I guess Glock, off to you.
Alright. Mine is something that I remember a little while back that I saw, but I just didn't. I wanted one, but I just didn't want to buy it because it's kind of $150. It's called the Focus. What it is, it's a TDCS headset, which basically all it does is it sends little electric currents into your brain. They say it was. They send these currents into the prefrontal cortex of your brain, and it makes you react to stuff faster while you're playing games. So it's mostly for gamers. And it improves your reactability, and it improves your speed. I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was kind of like a really cool way to enhance your playthrough of games. if you ever thought about getting one. And it's just a cool little thing because it's also powered by Bluetooth. You can get an app on your iPhone or something to control it. It's just, I thought it was really cool, so I thought I'd bring it up and see what y'all thought.
So, from what you're saying, it's essentially a way to train your reflexes?
It can also be used to help improve your learning curve. Improvement of language, like they're saying, language, mathematical ability, attention span, memory, and coordination. It's been used for all of those. It's just for gamers, it's mainly for reaction time and speed.
So,
okay.
So
It's
essentially,
used for more than that. It's a focusing tool.
So essentially, this is a alternative to steroids for gamers.
Yes. Exactly.
So it's also an alternative for me wanting to smack you upside the head every time you get off topic?
Yes.
So we need to get you to try to cut down on your squirrel moments?
Yes.
We need to get him one of these.
Apparently.
You've also got to pay $250.
Or just let you win
that.
Or just let you win the contest thing here and be done with it.
Okay, I'll enter. Sorry, the entry period for this giveaway has already ended.
Damn.
Winners were notified. It was drawn on 2/17/2014.
Alright.
We're kind of 3 months late.
You're kind of 3 months late.
You.
You're the one that picked this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know, I didn't really have that big of an interest in it for some reason at the time, but I've been thinking about one. It would be really cool to have one.
Alright. Guess that'll close us out for this week. I'd say tune in tomorrow for TGSR, but we're on our week break, because we got a finale next week.
That's right. Watching a movie.
So, in turn, we'll probably be streaming something tomorrow. I don't know what.
Hopefully.
Because I don't think anyone wants to see me do grinding in Battride War and prep for the speedrun.
Probably not.
Honestly, I'd like to see you just crap out of people.
Say again?
Honestly, I'd just like to see you beat the crap out of people on the game.
That sounded a lot better when you had him repeat that, in all honesty.
Okay.
What'd you think I said?
Well, the way it came out was it sounded like you said that you'd want to see him crap out people.
Locke, I can do a lot of things, but that is impossible. Just saying.
Okay, thank you for saying that, because...
Yeah, unless you want to see me grind out Eva and Decade onward, no. Yeah, you'd be seeing me play Decade through like a level for like 4 times in a row. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be the most entertaining thing. Trust me, it's not the most entertaining thing for me to do with the game after a while.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be doing something tomorrow. But check us out next week for the finale of Season 5, where we have all sorts of fun with Wizard. Send him off. And then we got Rampant Gaming, and then TGSR, a TGSR special, because we'll be doing one a week after. We'll be watching 2 movies, by the way.
Yeah. In a row.
But the next CGS, we're bringing back the big topic once more for a special occasion, as E3 will be 2 weeks away. And it's time for us to have a little prep talk, about what is to come. Because we are about 4 weeks. 4 weeks? 4 weeks away. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 weeks away from the biggest gaming event this side of the world. And oh, this year is a must-see year. But until then, folks, for Tommy, for Glock, I'm Peace. Good night! We'll see you tomorrow.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegaming-saloon, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. The mobile app is on hiatus. There will be a new modified app coming soon. Be sure to check the site out for more information. Till next time.